We'll call upon the wisdom keeper of the South. Thank you. We'll call the wisdom keeper of the West. We'll call the wisdom keeper of the North. We'll call the wisdom keeper of the East. We'll call upon the wisdom keeper of the Father Sky. Wisdom keeper of the Mother Earth. Wisdom keeper of this land. Wisdom keeper of the tea, the mystic tea today, we're here to share. From afar from Himalayas, pure tea. And a mine 100% chocolate from Guatemala. We'll call the wisdom keeper of our heart to come and join us. All the visibles, invisibles, to be here to share the mystical journey. Welcome you all. Welcome to the mystic tea. The tea here to expand our consciousness, expand our awareness, to step into the state, to allow us to find a harmony, peace, creativities, authenticity, the voice, the poetries, the song, the symphonies, the innovations, the creative living. It's all part of a journey, or for someone else, for healing, for transformation, for transfiguration. Whatever that life purpose call upon you, and it's a journey. Through this portal, we'll be able to come into the place we find a sense of inspiration, the sense of love, a sense of compassion, sense of aliveness, of living this world. Welcome you all as I introduce to you today for next 81 days of a mystic tea practice. Of course, the tea, and a very, very important part of the practice is the tea. We have here, have a tea. I start serving the tea. I'm pouring down the tea down to the, I don't need any more. The first round of the tea, I let go. Of course, the mystic tea is your tea. You can make anything that elevates your mood, bring awareness to this present moment. If you drink a tea in the morning time, I suggest you to use a bigger cup and hydrate yourself while we're drinking the tea. As I prepare my tea, as you noticed, no longer just the tea, it's a ceremony. Once we have intentionality for the tea, tea is served as a portal, is a gateway to open. So this pure tea, it came from Himalayas. 1,000-year-old tea tree have witnessed all the wisdoms and evolutions and changes in the humanities. Salute to the all great, visible to invisibles, and the wisdom keeper right here to help us to expand, to engage, to love. In the first 3 cups, or first a cup, as you prefer, we're drinking in silence. As instruction today, I won't be able to drink the 3 cups. For purpose to draw ourselves back into the state, become aware the taste, the textures, the warmth, the liveliness of the tea, the water that bring to us. So we'll become mindful of every sip of our tea we sip it in to our throat, to our body. As you notice, I drink it quite more fast in the morning because, as I said to you earlier, I like to hydrate myself, and plus this particular pure tea has such function, allow you to drink a lot, but you're not worried about going to the bathroom right away. And you notice I have this glass of chocolate. It's 100% Mayan chocolate, prepared and collected by the old Mayan traditions from Guatemala. And it's 100%, nothing take it away. It simply has all the great liveness, I call this wisdoms, and the innocent chocolate. What I normally do, I will prepare them and get ready. And if you do have questions, I will share with you how to prepare them. And if you need any sources where to get this 100% chocolate, visit my website or send an email direct to me. I'll guide you to find this most high-grade, ceremonial, pure tea. So I tap into my tea. It's a typical my potion, you can call it. I can call it mystic tea, and mix them drinking in the morning or throughout the day to sustaining me. For what purpose? The tea is to elevate our awareness and bring us to the state in harmony. It's a wonderful portal I'd like to introduce to you as a part of our medium to guide us the mystic practice. Ganbei, cheers, salute. By the way, my name is Mystic Brother V, or people call me Dr. Lu. So delighted to be here with you for as long as you like to be with. So this course goes on for 81 days for those who are coming to practice, to become the one who expand to the potentiality as a as human to live in this beautiful, wonderful, magic world. Welcome you. As you feel ready for, I will explain to you a little bit more about this journey. This journey will take us to our personal investigations and so many different senses and dimensions and levels of our awareness or perceptions, you can call it. For example, we'll introduce 9 portals, which is 9 gateways, you can call them methods or path, to expand our awareness and consciousness, to allow us to step into that state. I refer to the mystic state, or some people refer to that state of harmony, state of peace, state of love, state of great avatar teachers like Jesus, the Buddha, Allah, and the great ones, Lao Tzu, particular one I want to lead to. Another portal is to understand or to contemplate the 81 verse of Path is Path of a Tao by great Chinese old sage, or not necessarily old, still living deep within me and many others around the world. And his message. So that's why it's 81 days of practice. Only half hour a day. Doesn't require too much. But it's the dedication, understanding, and the comprehension, contemplating, and all the practice that allow us to understand, to comprehend, to really become engaged in that conversation with an Asian sage. For us to understanding that message, it's not just from a literal, comprehensive, logical mind perspective. We have to step into the shoe of great sage Lao Tzu. That state, that perceptual state, where he came about this one of the greatest treasure or literature or the great wisdoms that's passed down for the last couple millenniums. So, welcome you. This is another great portal we will be studying and contemplating, and then, of course, integrating into our everyday life. Some other portals, of course, we're engaging the body. We're using, I call mystic breath, or many others, different layers, different progressions to guiding us to that state, that mystic state, allowing us to be creative, to be authenticity, to be inspired, to see the awe in every moment of life. That's why I'm asking you to bring something every sessions, like a little notebook, something you can write down. I prefer so no line, just simply with a blank paper right behind me. If you like the drawing, it's a perfect place. Find a place to creative expressions. If you like music, maybe I can play music, and if the notes come through me or come in me, whatever the devices, whatever the instrument or the medium you like to use to capture that moment, I call it a fleeting moment, like a dream. If you don't capture that given moment, it's just like dream disappears to the universe. As you know, that deep within us, they are right there. But we need to find a way to capture. Become that mystic, become that one, the wise ones who allowed to bring this great wisdom, the universe, the known unknowns, to the world we can express our own way, of course. It's what I call pathless path of a Tao. There's many, many paths, but leads to what's your path. There's so many different ways to connect to the universe. The philosophy has dictated many, many, many different ways of living, or different religious practice, or different paths, different life, different ethnicities, different countries. They all have a different way to living life. Who's right? My responding to that is everybody's right, have their own path. So what's your path? So the physical movement, some people call it yoga. Sometimes I call it alchemist yoga or asik yoga, human awareness and cosmic consciousness expansion yoga, like asik, like to do in Spanish. And it's all this movement allowing the body become a portal. The body is universe. Really? It's my body, but it's a cosmic body too. We came from there, right? So this body is capable to access the great wisdom. So we're gonna use the body. So people could call it a movement and yoga and the Tai Chi and the sports, wherever you call it. I just simply call the mystic move or alchemist yoga. We can transform, we can transfigurate, we can convert from the darkness to the light, from lead to the gold, from heaviness to the floating feather. It's alchemist, right? So we're all alchemists in this practice. Of course, many others which will be introduced to you as a part of a portal. Water initiation. People say, what does that do? Water is who we are. 80, 90% of the body is water. I introduce you use the cold water or hot cold to initiate it, to understanding the water is a part of who we are. Once we understand that we're one with the water, what's happening? You're able to communicate with the water, the language of the water. Whoa, you're expanding another consciousness, another perceptual state of communicate, understanding, and use a particular language, allowing us to deeply resonate what does water for us. I use sound as a part of a practice. What imitates, well, not necessarily imitates, actually become one, shifting or converting or merging into, for example, like a coyote in this land where I live. All the great ancestors used to live here. They call themselves coyote people. So you can hear them. Take the deep inhale. Ow! Like a rainbow crow. You notice I've shifted that state to communicate with, we call the our nephews and more cousins and animals in the forest. And now we understand their language. We shift our perceptual state into the great, mighty animal kingdoms, the wisdoms, the animals. We use drama play. What means drama play? We all have emotions, up and downs, and sadness, and angry, ecstatic, and happy, joy, love, compassion, and the disagreement, disappointment, sense of not belonging. This is all part of who we are as a human. We're living in this physical body. It's great, nothing wrong with it. But most of the time, we don't even realize that this emotion take over the whole existence. We can take it apart as a part of a play. How do you feel right now? Sad? Feel the sadness. Bring yourself to the last event you remember, make you feel disappointed, sense of not belonging, even sense the angry. Feel it. Feel the heart, feel the body, feel the entire existence. How do you feel? It just doesn't feel good, doesn't it? But you're watching, you're witnessing something unfolding. Who's watching? This is the next question. But experience this moment. Now, once you have the full experience it, laughing at it. Take a moment, sip of tea, come back to neutral state. I call state of harmony, state of peace, the mystic state. To notice your mind start to distancing from here and there, from this thought and that thought. Your state of being is like a dreamlike state. You may see the visions, you see some random thoughts moving in, but it's still in the distance. You have the full control and the full awareness of what's there, what's here. What's the body, what's the emotion, but what is here. There's a subject, there's an object. You have distinctively discerning that space. Now we're creating this space. Where is it? It's everywhere. It's most important, so right here. And the right you're experiencing the whole being. As we continue this journey throughout this half hour, remember the tea is a medium to bring back to our awareness. I have my hot waters, cold water, tea, everything my hand reaching distance. How'd that feel? Does it feel good? And then leads to next part of practice, and another portal we call the laughter. The laugh at everything's coming up. And so during this practice, sometimes I start laughing. Or you start laughing. It's a perfect fine. Because once we become aware of ridiculous thoughts or emotion rises, what's that for? Or just for sake of laughing. You know that when we laugh, lives become lighter, become more beautiful, right? People laughing quicker. People laughing very slow. But not quite sure what laugh or not laugh. Then take this a moment. Maybe close your eyes. Maybe just soften your gaze to the outside world. Or soften internal gaze, not focus on anything. To notice that space you're creating, see the magic's right in front of you, right deep within you. That's magic practice. My daughter loved this practice, and she's only 6. She said, I want to become Mayor Poppins. How do I become Mayor Poppins? I introduced to her, because her request, of some of this practice. She said, oh, Papa, now I can see the tree disappear. I can see your eyes, 7 eyes. I said, well, it's a magic world. Whether you see what you perceive, it's up to each one of us. Some other practice, some introduce might as well. One of great practice, I call the magic of hands, medicine hands. Where we do this, is sometimes the tensions and the energy diving so deep into our physical body. We can't get out of it. Sometimes I just, sometimes you need a gentle massage, letting go. Sometimes you finger deep into these layers. I call the physical layers. You can go to mental layers. Even go deeper in the emotional layers. Even go to energetic layer where there's roots of cause all those stress and anxieties and unknown fear. Just pause. You notice that shift in the consciousness, the perceptual state, like, I feel so good. I feel a state in harmony again, regardless of what's happened. So that's the portals. Of course. And another one, but not the least one, of course, the 9 portals I want to introduce to you. It's shape-shifting or merging. It's a very interesting ancient practice, which I studied around the world with all the great medicine men, medicine women from Siberia to Central America, South America, to the Africa, to all around the world. It's one of a common practice. It's this practice, shape-shifting, merging. So we can shape-shifting this moment of our human being. All right. Now, at the moment, you become bear, for example. We do that all the imaginary play as children, right? And now, actually, purposely, we're doing that. So we see the world from that perspective. Whoa. Give yourself upside down. See the world upside down, inside out. So you see things no longer from a default network, at the conditioning by this paradigm, at that particular contemporary paradigm. Nothing wrong with it, just a different way to see the world. Does it make sense? Sometimes we see the world from a dream perspective. It was quite a different perspective, of course, from another extremity. Also, we can come see the same object or subject from perspective of the moon, of the stars, of the bear, of your cat or your dog. Oh, from the stellar jays and calling me where I'm dwelling in the forest. So, when we practice, sometimes we can use this. Boom. Your mind's gone. Where are you? In a transcendental state, the state of creation, state of accessing, state of awareness. Here, there, this world and other worlds. It's a magic practice. Of course, those portals is ever evolving, never stay static. As a path, it's a path of a Tao. The great ancient sage Lao Tzu would say, the path become the path because it's a contemporary nature, interpretations, understanding, and this given moment. Your life, my life, your life situation, my life situation. It become applicable, become integration part of our practice. Whew. Are you with me? This practice. 30 minutes a day. 81 days of practice. But go as long as you feel comfortable, you feel called to do so. So every day you have a different practice. Of course, we'll progressively to tap into the wisdom of Lao Tzu, the 81 verses. It's my direct conversations, intimate conversation with Lao Tzu for the last 15 years or longer, of course. I was born and raised in the Himalayas, and Lao Tzu's message is always a part of how I live in life. I tapped deeply into that place. When I started 15 years ago, when I led a group of yogi to study in the foothill Himalayas, where's my hometown. And at that given moment, I truly understood the message that sent to me. Now is the time. Continue converse with me and share this beautiful message with the world. Not just to share the message, share that state where create this message. That's what I'm inspired to do and feel called to do, to share with you. Are you drinking your tea? you will find your way to mix these potions, right? Mystic tea, mystic potion, that allow yourself to be elevated, to be clear-minded, to create that space. You just know, what is the worry? There's no worries in life. What is stress? There's no stress. We create our reality. We create our way of living in a given moment of our life. Thank you to be part of this journey with me. It's many, many great mistakes, great wise ones, and of course, many visible ones, and guiding us through our studies, to our life, our grandmother, grandfather, and the great grandmother, grandfather of the earth. As you remember, I call upon all the different wisdom keepers of all the directions. They all come from different directions, and visible, invisibly. They're all here. They're visiting us. You don't have to believe in it. Just set up, as I call, the sacred space. In a half hour, that's just for you. Doesn't matter how much distractions out there, but you are the one have a complete centered. Find the practice. Find the time, the appropriate practice for yourself. Wake up the early morning. It's all recorded. In the middle of the night or in the forest. That's what I do my practice. Wake up in the morning, as I'm doing right now. Last but not the least, I'd like to introduce you to this practice called flight instruction. Like we'll take a flight. Where are we going? We're going to the cosmic universe. And at the same time, right in our physical body. Whoever take us here, please take us back home, as Rumi would say, right? So, where's our home? Right in the physical body, right in the cosmic universe. Depends on where you want to navigate. All those tools, all those portals, all those mediums, it simply provides or supply us a terrain. How to navigate is up to you. It's up to me. It's your business, it's my business. It's your way to create a reality. It's my way to create a reality. Like the great sage, great wise one, the great prophet, great avatar, great teachers. They have paved the path. Not necessarily from the logical mind. Most of them from the wisdom of the universe has guiding them. Their message, their passages is timeless. Like a great message of Lao Tzu, great message of Jesus, Allah, Rumi, is timeless, lasts for hundreds of thousands of years. We're still here to cherish. Why? It's timeless. That's what we're here to do the timeless work. Traveling forward in time, backward in time. There's no time, no space. It's simply, it's right here. We experience all multidimensionality at a given moment. It's our choice to live in the physical body, experience so-called human emotion, cherish it, but you know, I know, become only object, only become one part of our existence. The deeper that subject, the impartial witness, that deep observer, you see, who am I talking? Who am I watching this speaking? Right? People can call the soul, people can call the spirit, people can call the observer, you can call the essence, life force. Regardless, the term, the message you use and we use, but they recognize they're just all the faculties for you and I to experiment, to explore, to experience, right? Okay. Last instruction, flight instruction. F, it's a flow in the river of the fluidity. Flow in the river of the fluidity. Remember, we're moving along like a river in life. Allow the practice become that as well. Let it flow. If I just want to drink water today, drinking my tea, I don't want to do the practice. Honor that. The tea will take you to exactly where you need to be. Maybe the methods introduce you called automatic writing or just free writing. Just keep writing, whatever thoughts come to you. I'm drinking my tea. You say, that's more than enough. I just feel good. Life's great. See how that flows? So not necessarily we have to do. There's a paradox of life. Something we have to do. We call the form. Right? There's a structure. There's rules. This is a practice what we're doing. I'm holding this space for you. I'm creating this structure, creating this a form for us. For what? To keep that container. Allowing that door slowly open. You say, once door open, you step into the door, you realize everything is a doorway. But take a time to get to that place. That's why we have this structure. All right? Remember, F, flow with the river of the fluidity. I, interest and intensify. All right, what does it mean? Is explore that interest, inspire you. If you feel the moment, intensify that interest. Well, what does that mean? It's I have a thought of this. I want to intensify that thought. Or that emotion. I say, wow, that emotion is so raw. I want to experience more. Woo! I'm introducing some of the methods to you to help intensify it. It's interesting. All right, remember. So if you say, I'm not entertaining this concept, this moment, brush it away. It's okay. It's right there. You know, you can go back to that place. The L I missed. It's for purpose. It's always everywhere. It's not actually in sequence, right? L, loving light. Practice. See the life with the lightheartedness. Does it make sense, right? Don't take too seriously. It's just a play. Like my daughter, my little 1 year old Manny's son would say, it's a play. So for their model, I love to always cherish in their life is what they do in their life model. Eat, sleep, play. Does it make perfect sense? Everything is a play. Anyway, so remember lightheartedness, practice with loving light. G, notice I'm jumping back and forth, right? It's a groundness with the pull of the gravity. we're living this physical body. Regardless your belief, your philosophies, we can live a multiple world in a dream state, in a different perceptual state. But in this ordinary reality, perceptual state, we have this physical body. So cherish it. Don't travel too far. Always return to this world, in this ordinary reality. Okay? Doesn't matter. Sometimes we gotta experience, some people call the outer state of consciousness, or mystic state, or dream state, which we do every night anyway, but always return back to the physical body. That's a very important part of practice. Find a way to ground yourself down. Like we do, wake up in the morning, drink a cup of tea, right? Make love with your beautiful wife and your loved ones. That's the physical part. Get emotional, evolve. They say, I feel alive. I feel inspired. I want to fight. Whatever that is. A human emotion is all part of the grounding process to become human. Don't forget, we're still in the physical realm. All right? Good. Move on to the H. Climb the highest height. Ooh, how far you want to go? In the highest limit of the sky. It's up to you. It's a no end in this journey of life. Just make sure you're comfortable. Remember, I said it before, interest intensify, all right? Go as high as you feel comfortable. If you're not, I'm not ready yet. I'm just locking that door. I'm not step a little too further. You know exactly where you're at. Listen, pay attention. Yeah. Okay. We're moving to size, the perfect size. Ooh. And notice I'm jumping to the end, flight. So, what's the perfect size of a T? Just enough to elevate, to activate my own state to the place I'm just feel just right. Right? I call the base dose. Okay, there's a base dosage. Something like a drug. Well, it's not a drug. It's a medicine. It's a plant. It's like this. People like to take some sacred medicines, and that's their traditions and their particular calling. It's wonderful. You and I just drink a tea right here. The pure tea, the great chocolate, which is acceptable by our society and its contemporary and wisdoms of our paradigm. It's a great. Or any other things allow you to just, even just do the older practice. We do the drama play. It's like you have intensified to the places, I don't want to go there too far. I just want to stay right there. That's good enough for me today. Okay, remember, size, the perfect size. You know exactly what is the perfection at that given moment. Pay attention, right? That's one of the practice. See, human awareness and cosmic conscious expansion, but completely aware. Completely aware. Where are we? All right. Timing the perfect time. So that's the T. Timing the perfect time. So you say, I want to experience what you're experiencing. Well, maybe you're not ready yet. It's okay. All right. So timing is coming to you when you're ready for your desire, your openness, your diligent practice. It's all guided to the same place. Just when the time's right, the great wisdom we're going to share with you. Just like everything else in the world, there's already exists there. We're not even aware of it. quantum physicists would say, there are 400 billion bits of information presented to us at a given moment. As a human, typical human will only aware about 2,000 bits of information at any given moment. Where's the 100 billion bits of information out there? Because we don't see. Restrictions, perceptions, limiting our beliefs and values, and not allowing us to see the mighty creation. That's why he said, wow, why? How do you find that? How do you know that? How do you create a beautiful painting, the poetry you just wrote? Well, that's the journey. You and I together. It's no end. I'm continuing to do my own practice every day. It's a fun. It's inspiration. It's joy. No longer it's a joy living with me, with my family, with my community, with a greater community. I'm expanding to invite you to be part of this. Hope that message bring you peace and love, and bring the inspiration. If you do have any questions, please let me know to my website or through the direct email. Thank you, the wisdom keeper of the South. Wisdom keeper of the West. Wisdom keeper of the North. Wisdom keeper of the East. Great universe, thank you, thank you. Great Mother Earth, planet Earth, thank you. Great wisdom keeper of this land and your land. Great wisdom keeper our families, our ancestry. Great wisdom keeper that deep within each one of us. Thank you. Visible ones, invisible ones. Thank you, the great T, the mystic T. Thank you, Mother Earth. We'll see you again.